more of a Wild West show back in the 80s, no doubt about that. Coach, shut your mouth and let me answer the question, all right? I'll be happy to answer. You want to let me finish here for a second, pal?
It's the kind of football that the NFL used to be. Where's my smash mouth wide open football? We will take you places where the NFL is afraid to take you. Because quite frankly, we're not afraid of anything. May I never be ever thought of as legit.
In terms of cocaine, there was quite a bit of that. Why don't you ask yourself that question? And you've got that look on your face. I would accept no responsibility whatsoever for their untimely deaths. Are you indicating that's my responsibility? These people are dead. If you can't cut it, get out. Get out. Get out.
This would be a good test to see if he listens. he was.
I still got my Joy poster up.
Joy?
Remember that was her whole stupid fucking thing when
oh my goodness, you're part of the Hive?
Style poster. Her thing was Joy. We're getting back to Joy again.
Okay. I can't believe K-Hive, Gus.
I think I might be talking about something totally different. I've been...
Might be.
I kind of have a foggy memory of what you're talking. I think I know what you're talking about.
No, I'm totally okay. No, I'm not in this conversation. I'm like on a totally different thread. Don't worry about me.
Well, I don't have any. There's no news again, unless you want to talk about like Paul Levesque's very bad week. Not even doing. Did they even do any kind of press? He's not even going out in front of fans anymore, right? It's just like backstage. Like, Paul, talk to us a little bit.
Yeah, it was just one-to-one.
Eventually, it's just going to be FaceTime from his office. Yeah, like just a statement.
It's gonna be pre-records or a written statement.
Hope you all enjoyed the show. Great stuff. See you Monday.
Check the gate.
Wow, amazing. You just do an AI. You could put an AI Paul out there. Kind of like what was that one guy? The big head, Max or Head, or you know what I'm talking about? He's like was hacking into the feed.
Max Headroom.
Yeah, Max Headroom, but it's Paul Levesque. He's like, great. This is what we do.
I don't know why I was thinking about it, but how bad do you think Paul feels for himself when he sees what shape The Rock is in and the shape he's in now post heart attack?
You think he thinks about it?
Come on, do you think he thinks about it?
I mean, I'm sure. I don't know. I mean, if you were to believe that he always had severe issues with The Rock and his prominence, was he happy when Smashing Machine got snuffed in award season? Could he have handled that?
Man, it's kind of interesting. They're both in a race towards failure, and which one's gonna come up on top, I guess.
Rock's succeeded enough that I think he.
He's on the board. Like
But The Rock stuff is funny with this awards stuff because you can tell he really wanted to at least win something. He keeps, you're posting videos about what I would have said. It's like, well, nobody does that. You know that, right? Nobody puts out if I had won, my speech would have gone a little something like this. Poor guy. I have a funny thing that I heard. I was listening to the Trish and Sarah podcast, and they brought up a good point that I found pretty funny. You go through all the AEW guys that have gone over to WWE, and you go like, Ethan Page, NXT, Lexis King, NXT, Blake Monroe, formerly Mariah May, NXT, Ricky Saints, NXT. Who else? Anybody am I missing? Rusev. Well, he was a WWE guy already. I guess but even those guys going back, they're not done. Royce Keys debuts Royal Rumble. Never seen again. but who gets a pay-per-view entrance? It's a full-blown Danhausen. Of course it was Danhausen. Why wouldn't it be Danhausen that gets a full court press on the main roster?
It's got to just be a signal of complete creatively bankruptness. Sorry, I'm butchering that. Yeah. But what are we doing? I mean, listen, this is the fan base that still thinks truth, thinking one thing is another thing, is funny every single time.
They love it.
They liked it last night.
Yeah.
I didn't laugh at it. It was the same shtick, him asking for stupid things. Okay. He said,
get ready, because that's Danhausen. That's his.
And listen.
I could have done some pre-tapes. You could have run into some people backstage. Maybe have him interact with some legends. Could you imagine him with Hacksaw? That's gonna be fun.
Guys, can we wait for a legend to kind of can we wait for Ron Simmons to look at him and then look at
Danhausen?
Yes. He's Danhausen.
No swearing. That's gonna be it.
Oh Lord, you just did it. Oh gosh. See,
listen, he fits in like WWE for him is like a glove for a man with 5 penises. Like
I don't. I mean, they have so many of those characters. The fact that what comment did I see? Somebody's like, "Well, he can't be on SmackDown. They have way too many comedy characters already." It's like, way too many. What?
Well, Chelsea Green's one, right?
I guess.
One of that Kit Wilson guy. Is he a comedy guy?
Yeah, because I cannot wait for Kit Wilson, R-Truth, and Danhausen.
Okay, there you go.
Is the Miz a comedy guy now? Is he on SmackDown? Yeah, he's on SmackDown.
You can't have too many comedy guys. Nobody should wonder, why do we have so many comedy guys?
Well, it's a variety show.
No, it's turned into it's really, people used to joke, it's like the Muppet Show. Okay. Pump the brakes.
You can't have 6 different Toots Monts on one card.
What does your show look like if everyone's just running around backstage saying their various, Joe Henry's looking at the camera, they're all breaking the fourth wall, they're all... Here's my problem with Danhausen, is that he's fine, whatever. He's not the greatest, he's not a very good... Probably like why Tony Khan was kind of out on him. It's not like he's like can work at any kind of level. He's very small, but he's not very he's got his material, but even on the thing, I'm waiting for him I watched the segment. I'm waiting for him to give a goofy name to the Finn Balor kid, and nothing. He just kept kind of snapping and not saying anything. He's not very quick.
No, he's not at all. He's not at all. Absolutely. That's why I almost got excited and thought Gus was being serious about him interacting with the legends, but I'm like, we exactly know what would be said.
Yes, he has.
And we just did it.
Yes.
And this goes back to being creatively bankrupt, though. Danhausen writes for himself, basically, right? You don't have to think.
It seems like they have a lot of people doing that right now.
Yeah.
Which isn't a good sign, I don't think.
Remember when he was calling AEW A&W? He was referencing the root beer.
I just wanted to say, I am a Fanhausen. Okay, I got the fucking fuzz pedal right here.
Oh my goodness.
So I don't hate the guy.
No, I don't either.
That bad cameo was the first sign. I'm like, this guy doesn't have it. He can't riff.
Yeah.
What I guess just intrigues me is clearly the debut bombed, but now we're going to see this correcting of the course where everyone rallied behind him like, oh, we get the joke now. We're in on it. Like, it's going to be exhausting.
We talked about in the Discord. It concerns me when I see these people that, this guy's been around for 10 years at least. And you've got comments, many going, first I've seen of this guy, like him a lot. You've never taken the time, not once in 10 years, to be like, what's this YouTube link? What's this? Huh? Who's this guy that's selling all this merch on the indie scene? Nothing. He's completely actively trying to disengage. Only WWE, whatever's on Monday nights on USA, that's what's wrestling. That's rough stuff. Your whole wrestling world is Monday nights and Friday nights.
Well,
you got Thursdays with TNA. You got Tuesday nights.
Oh yeah, their fandom does. What was that one comment I found? That was like, don't you know the WWE wrestling world is not just limited to WWE anymore? You got AAA.
You got AAA on Saturdays.
Yes, they've been allowed to watch other wrestling now, and it's the same wrestling, just in different parts of the world. It's TNA. It's on Thursday nights.
You don't want to watch Undertaker booked AAA?
What are we doing?
Why is that guy showing up so much?
Dr. Wagner, you're going over.
Yeah.
I guess I never realized all these years not caring about the Undertaker how much it was killing him inside, not being in front of the camera and being like, really, I have a lot of thoughts on things.
Would you want to come up and hang out?
I felt bad. He's just been forced to be quiet and just live, do the gimmick. And really, he wants to book. He wants to,
he wants out of the house.
He's got podcasts. Like, he needs to be heard and he needs to be, validated.
I don't know. Well, okay. I won't be misogynist.
Yeah, listen. We all went there.
It's a problem.
Whoa, what's wrong? She's a good Christian woman. Other than that, yeah, Elimination Chamber. I mean, I watched the very edited clip of him coming out to no response to them booing, which I can't find any of the. I had to find a fan cam, I think, to hear some of to see him wandering around the ringside. Also, that's what they come up with. He's just going to enter. No wonder they were booing. Not even going to engage. It's a 4-match card. You can't put him in there with somebody doing a promo. You can't get a catchphrase out.
And I hate, because, we always make fun of them for this shit, though, right? But you couldn't have showed him, backstage, or something, just in the background, and,
That's Triple H's thing.
I know.
He's in a box. Why aren't you putting at least, I don't know, doing something? Chattering teeth, Something goofy like.
They broke a theorem. That's huge. The Cornet theorem. That anything in a box gets over.
The problem is, I said this too, there was no confrontation. There was no...
Well, Adam Pearce...
There was no payoff or interaction to it. It was just...
Nobody wanted the box, so then they both opened it up on the day of. And now they're annoyed. He's another annoying wrestler in the back that, joining the Ethan Pages and the Chelsea Greens and the R-Truths and the Joe Henry.
Him and Joe Henry. That'll be awesome.
I think you mean
Danhausen is in demolition paint for the Hall of Fame. I can't wait to get the Danhausen action figure in the demolition paint.
Ooh, the very
inducting demolition.
Oh, in the voice. Is he going to do the voice?
Demolition. What a tag team.
Smashhausen. Axhausen.
Axhausen. Demohausen.
Very Darso house.
Jesus.
Man.
Look, there's some funniness to it. Like, I'm not shitting on it. Like, it's just the whole thing around it is just, you know.
He did get a little dorky posting that genie thing, like the
Yeah,
picture of genie.
come
I'm free
on.
now. Whatever the fuck it was. That's pretty lame. It's like up there with the Ray Phoenix posting a picture of himself in a straight jacket. It's like, to do what? Go job? What's Tony keeping you from here? What do you? Relax,
fuck that. It's free money. What?
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
getting paid.
come on.
I
Every
need to be
wrestler in the
jobbing.
90s on those Lloyds of London policies were doing, like, they weren't itching to come back. Fucking take another 6 months, Tony. Right?
Chris Jericho's posting pictures of his sweet bod and picking up that paycheck as his contract's frozen. Getting real heavy Mickey Rourke and the wrestler vibes from these pictures. Tough stuff.
Are the guys excited for the next Saudi show?
Can't wait for Danhausen at the Saudi show.
Oh, you won't be allowed to go.
He can't go to
I think
go
that's
up
demonic.
to the
Remember, fucking Aleister Black couldn't even show his tattoos because they were considered demonic over there.
it's just face paint. He can go to the
He'll scare
Crown
the
Prince and go, very nice, very evil. Because they live in that world.
All right.
The Crown Prince.
He's a Fanhausen.
Yeah. I'm trying to. How do you Epshausen? The Epshausen files. Yes. Saw you in there. Do you like The Simpsons? Ah, yes, I do.
Oh, we're doing an MPS impression.
Good show. Good show. All right. Anybody else wanted to do it? Say anything? We got some comments on the two shorts. They were funny.
Oh, yeah.
People on YouTube, they want to stand up.
Come at us.
Stand up for Paul. Poor Paul.
Open inbox, listen, open lines if you want to come on. We'll happy to have you on.
We'll always engage. We're petty.
And not only that, we were completely justified in bullying Kash Patel, seeing as how it came out that the president
Yeah, I
himself
forgot
was
about that.
disappointed
Yeah,
in him.
correct. Yeah, we're obviously lying step with the administration. So, I mean, I guess you didn't get the memo. I mean,
Oh man, defending Kash Patel. That's crazy. That's crazy. That guy watched that YouTube short and was like, "I can't believe they're saying this about Kash." Gonna turn off my computer now.
keep listening, though. Appreciate it.
All right, should we dig into chapter 7? He hate me cause he ain't me. What's going on here? We're talking about Rod Smart. He's upset. They lost the game, correct? Is that where he's at? He's sulking.
I don't know, because we've kind of jumped back in time, remember?
Yeah. Yes. Last we left off, the people were asking Vince McMahon for his autograph, and the players were kind of just like walking from the stadium.
If we are linear, we're 2 weeks into the season, are we not?
Yes, I believe so.
Because he's had 2 shitty games, remember?
We're about to get a description of Rod Smart's apartment in Las Vegas. It was as comforting as a storage closet. There was a single loaf of bread in the fridge.
Okay.
Paper towels and empty Gatorade bottles littered the kitchen countertop.
Those are just empty calories.
What is he doing? He's assembling a cabinet for his TV. And he keeps getting alerts on his phone. Or he's getting calls, but he's also, I think his pager's going off as well. So he's talking to women. Wow, I guess Brett's in the apartment, kind of talking with them. And let's see. He's reliving when they said, "Hey, what do you want on your jersey? You can have anything." And he goes, "I want my name, Smart." And the guy goes, "But you can put anything you want." For real? And I mean, that could go. Do you want to go into like what he's saying to these women?
Not really. I mean, he's a player. He's getting texts. He's got cheetah print sheets. We know what's going on.
When he met women, Smart would tell them he worked for an internet company. Okay. All right. Let's see. Rod was almost cut from the team. Outlaws PR man is a guy named Trey Fitzgerald. And that's Smart hands over a piece of paper that says he hate me. Let's see. So he goes to shoot an interview, and they've got the Outlaws jerseys up. You know, they're going to do this like little vignette, right? And his jersey says Smart on it. And he's like, "What? I thought I said I could have anything I wanted. He hate me." And he's informed that basically the people in Stanford and they didn't understand he hate me, so they said no. And so even in football, Vince falls ass backwards into something.
I don't get creative. He
Interesting.
Why is it always like this with Vince? The most successful things are things that he just was like, huh, and then kind of gets behind after the fact. What's the deal? Why? His golden touch is, I don't know, what would you describe? He's just lucky, I guess. I mean,
That's what being born advantage gets you.
He provides a platform for people to succeed.
Fitzgerald does what everybody says eventually. You got to talk to Vince personally. Look, this is out of my hands. You got to go to Vince and pitch this. So he tracks down Vince, you know, and he explains it. And let's see. By the second game, Rod Smart now wants to change his jersey again to "Who is he?" because he wants to bring it back to "Who is he?" People, not "He hate me," but let's talk about Rod Smart. Brett gets a little saucy. He sounded like a graffiti artist who sold his first painting for $1 million. So because "He hate me" is the only thing working for the XFL, getting any traction, he kind of keeps getting shooed away with his name changes now. Or you put the change in too late. You got to get it to us earlier. Oh yeah, they didn't have time to approve it. Sorry, try again next week.
It's a Kafka-esque nightmare.
Rod Smart realizes that, Vince owns "He hate me." I can't actually use that because he wanted to make shirts and sell them. Nope.
An entrepreneur. I like that.
Let's see. A woman is reading messages. A woman has shown up in Rod's apartment and is reading, "Dear He hate me. I sent you my panties in the mail. Love, Becky." So he goes to the bedroom. I'm guessing he closes the door, or Brett's just standing there. The S's and F's of their whispers sounded like the noises that the cheetah sheets were about to make. Brett, get out of there. This is getting a little tawdry.
Doing this with Brett in the apartment, huh?
Yeah. Smart peered over his shoulder at the legs that angled across the cheetah's skin, glowing in the soft light of an unseen bulb. He grinned like a kid getting a bike for Christmas. I didn't know she was going to come over with no panties on. Thank you, Brett, for putting that in the book.
It's good.
I mean, I think you're required to as a journalist.
Yeah. he's crawling underneath the bed, army style,
with his little microphone.
with his microphone and his notepad. This is great stuff. His relief at let's see, Vince McMahon. His relief at having finished in time for SNL vanished quicker than John Lovitz's career. Hey, whoa, Brett. Odd that I feel like he's a low-key SNL fan because John Lovitz always gets picked on by SNL itself. Come on now. Just pick John Lovitz.
I'm not that invested in that world. What's the shit? What's the thing with John Lovitz?
There's a running joke on the anniversary shows that they do the obituaries, and they always put John Lovitz in there, and then they cut to him, and he always looks, why? Let's see.
I watched a bizarre video recently of him and Dice hanging out in LA.
Yes, they do.
And it was interesting.
Look, I like John
Has
Lovitz.
been on comedians in cars getting coffee?
I was actually just thinking about that show. I kind of miss it.
I mean, it was the all-time norm. I think there's also a good interview with Joel Hodgson. Did John Lovitz ever do it?
I'm sure John did.
John Lovitz is always a good interview because, like, if it was a podcast, it'd be like, I'm on a podcast. Jealous? To the host. Let's see. He goes through the ratings. The XFL is dropping. Las Vegas, Los Angeles, right? Had He Hate Me? It had the second largest TV market in the country. They're just plunging, 75% plunge in the key demo. So where are they at right now? They tied for 89th place overall with Star Trek Voyager on UPN.
I didn't even know there were that many places. That's in one time slot?
No, for the week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see. So now they're thinking, NCAA basketball, March. That's coming up. We're going to get slaughtered. Oh, no.
No one's into that.
Ebersol, I was like, okay, going to have to start giving some freebie advertising.
Make goods. Those are always, people love that.
Well, here's what the go ahead.
Well, I was just asking my dog if he was feeling better now. He had a very intense poop.
Nice. The XFL is going to do something funny. They're going to take all of the ratings for all sports that happened that week. Let's see. And then the XFL combined the ratings from its telecasts on all three networks. So essentially, they went, look, they combined all their viewership for 3 games. And then went, look, it's higher than this NBA game. It's higher than this.
You're getting exposure on 3 national networks. I mean,
look, more people watch the XFL. If you look at it like this, more people watch the XFL this weekend than anything else. Which now would get reported. Back then, the reporters were like, no, that's lame. Why are you doing that? Now, you have a whole slew of guys that would breathlessly report this figure. XFL just put out a press release. 3 million people watched it this weekend.
nah, real sports don't fucking play. They would. They wouldn't
They'd
be able to
using
get away with
the,
WWE-style journalism with a football league. I don't think in any age or time.
you don't think they could get the Featherstones and the Corey Brennans and the Sean
Well,
Ross
yeah,
was
but I
moving
mean,
it,
it's why they're irrelevant in that space, though.
that's true.
They wouldn't get away with it. They would have real journalists like clown them. It's free clicks for.
I've been hearing that a lot of there's in sports it's becoming more influencer heavy. Slowly but surely, they're kind of getting they're getting a taste of what the WWE, the wrestling media, has been already cornering.
Oh, so like a football influencer guy.
Yeah, it's getting more traction than like Schecter or whatever.
Takes.
Yes,
And
like where he's coming in.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning, can you chug this drink right here in front of me? And what's your favorite Netflix show? This does work though when you're a kid, you know, when the WWF would be like, well, that's what makes me sad too when you see people report on like the you know, whatever Triple H, you know, like 8 million engagements, you know, it's that's for like when you're a kid and you're like, wow, over 3 billion people over the world watch wrestling. It says it right
Well, you know,
there.
it also makes you feel like you're included and you're part of a larger crowd. You're like 8 million. Wow, I'm not a freak. Like,
but now we have adults that are like, can you believe it? Wrestling's back and bigger than ever, whatever thing they put out.
My mom and she says it every time she recalls this memory. When she took me to a house show in 1992, she's like, I couldn't believe how many grown men were there. That was always her impression of the show.
I know who was surrounding me in the last WWE event that I went to. Wasn't grown men.
yep.
Okay. A lot of children.
I mean, where they have men age, though.
No. A lot of people with disabilities. A lot of children. I mean, I saw grown men, but they usually had kids, which
It
was
is
why
weird. Like, I would feel childish, like going to like I think most WWE shows, but like I don't really necessarily feel like going to like a wrestling show. I probably should.
No,
But
there's a difference.
it's odd because the TV viewing, the demo's so old. You know, wrestling these days skews like the average viewer is 60.
they're not counting for like people who've got like black boxes like me. Like I don't trust any numbers these days. Like, seriously, I don't know.
Does anybody miss when Dave would talk about Dynamite and he'd talk about the female viewership when Hook and Jungle Boy were tag teaming? You gotta push those guys. What are you talking about, Dave? For another 100,000? What are we, or 5,000? What? Let's get into the numbers deep, Dave. What do you think, Hook?
Dave tries to be inclusive and you attack him.
It's just old school booking, though. You know what those guys are. They're blowjob
the Von Erichs. Von Erichs built an empire.
You know, guys, I think it was Wardlow used to kind of hang his hat on female viewership would pick up when he was on TV. Well, Dave's also big bugaboo was, you know, when you put blood on, the women are going to turn it off, which I think is a little antiquated, but let's see. So Honda is the first advertiser to say bye-bye.
Chuck Back Rack.
Chuck Backrack, the executive vice president of Honda's ad agency, Ruben Postair and Associates, RPA. We were promised this would be football, not the WWF. They're merging the two, giving us WWF on a football field. That was just boring football. What is he talking about?
Yeah, you could just say, like, hey, the product sucks and it didn't deliver. I mean, That just makes you sound like you didn't do your upfront research, honestly, right?
Let's see. RPA's CEO Jerry Rubin was at the inaugural game, and he said the beverage of choice was not martinis with olives, and the parking lot didn't overflow with import automobiles either. McMahon's mad that Honda is, reaping all the press from lambasting them, and so McMahon is yelling about Honda in staff meetings. I kind of want to. We should maybe interview Brett and be like, what meetings were you there for? Where you got to see Vince and the, Michael Hayes and Goulwarts, and
I didn't even think about that.
McMahon, his first knee jerk is let's take a Honda Accord and blow it up in the middle of the field. All right. And then they went, you know what? Let's just not pour any more gasoline on this. And this Brett claims that it wasn't long before animosity against the car manufacturer spilled over in the fraternal atmosphere that bathed the entire XFL project. Now, gotta give myself credit. I was like, I wrote down, I was like, Jerry Lawler, I had it in my head. I was like, there's no way he didn't make some kind of shitty joke about Honda on a Raw broadcast during this time. And sure enough, I guess he makes one, spoilers, during an XFL game that he thinks contributes to him getting let go.
God.
Was that around the time of all the cat stuff, though? Like, Jerry, you usually got a lot working against you, bud.
Yep. And Brett says he writes like he's in those meetings or around the... I don't know if he was talking with Dave or something during this time. But he's writing as if he's getting the scoop. Let's see. We're in February 2001. It's New York versus Chicago, number 1 and number 3 TV markets. There was just one problem. You know it. They're both loser teams. Neither have won a game.
They should have fixed the league. That was kind of dumb. Do it like the NBA does, idiots.
Yeah. I guess you could be like, someone's going to have to win, and someone's going to even be a bigger loser. What is what are the papers saying about NBC and XFL, the sinking ratings? The New York Times says, being tops in bad football is no reason to keep the XFL. The New York Post writes, as NBC's XFL ship continues to take on water, it's every rat for himself. USA Today says, time to X out XFL experiment. They're talking to focus groups. They're trying. Ebersol and McMahon are like, how do we fix this? Brett launches into long ago in pro wrestling. Fans attended matches to watch the men wrestle, to watch the acrobatics, even if they realized it was all fixed. And then he claims the angle became the thing. People were watching for angles now. And this is all to get to, they want to do Jesse Ventura and Tillman as a feud. This is where he brings up that Jesse Ventura let Vince and Linda stay the night at the governor's mansion. Gross. And just
I mean,
general,
it does look bad in the fact that Vince is giving him money directly. Like, I don't like that. That's kind of shitty.
What did he do? Did he bring his array of alleged dildos to the governor's mansion.
I was
named after various
being more
wrestlers.
whimsical and thinking of Vince in like silk pajamas, right? He's totally classy. Or is it like a workout tank top?
I think it was more, honestly, I think this was a night, I think this was for Linda. I think this was a night for his wife.
Just think, you could be governor of Connecticut. It'd be weird if Vince like weirdly knew like the history of governors in Minnesota. He's, wow, I can't believe that C. Elmore Anderson was here.
Oh, you just wanted
Rudy,
to flex that on us?
Yeah, that was just, you know, that was
or Rudy Perpich twice. And who can forget Al Quee or Orville Freeman?
What about wasn't Humphrey a governor or was he a senator?
I'm not seeing it when I typed in list of governors in Minnesota.
Okay.
What,
All right.
what about Mondale? What's his deal?
You know who was
That's right.
governor after Jesse Ventura? Tim Pawlenty.
I remember Pawlenty. Yeah, he was he not in a primary or two?
He was a Republican. Mark Dayton. Tim Walz, who's that? Anywho.
Amy Klobuchar.
Oh, yep, soon, yeah.
More
Does
to
she
come.
know that Vince and Linda have used that room or whatever guest room that they put people in? So there's that. We're going to then switch over to, or did I lose the Lions? Yes, we're going to switch now over to, what's his name? Who's the quarterback? Ryan Clement. We'll eventually get there. His story.
Okay.
Let's see. They're at the game. It's week 4, right? And there's not a lot of people at Soldier Field. So now attendance is dropping too. And Jim Ross keeps saying 30,000 were expected. And they're blaming the weather. And they're doing the tight camera, like they're not really showing the crowd. And Brett is out of Brettism. Every fan shot consisted of just a few people. The camera's getting so close as to witness what a diet of Chicago chili cheese dogs did to a complexion.
Oh boy.
I was like, a Chicago chili cheese dog? Is that a thing? I've heard of a Chicago dog, but a Chicago chili?
About that, right, Gus?
What's that?
Is there such a thing?
Yeah. Weigh in.
A Chicago dog.
If it is a thing, like it's an area of blindness for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think of a.
They just
They're
put
two separate
relish on
things
it?
in my mind: a Chicago dog and a chili dog.
Yeah, but if there is some combo one or famous one, you know.
Yeah, is it just a Chicago dog and then they put chili and cheese on it and they're like, there, Chicago chili cheese dog.
I think Brett's showing his East Coast elitism by not knowing Midwest fare.
And how do you not know it's just cold? Maybe the ruddy complexion isn't from hot dog consumption. Just the weather.
March. It's March.
Yeah, Mother Nature's flexing her muscles. That's what JR said.
Okay.
Gonzalez, the guy that's shooting the TV, he's just trying to do his best. They're not doing the sky cam no more. No more fireworks. It's time for Brett types Tillman Venture feud. He meant Ventura, but he wrote out Venture. So you got Jesse. Let's see. Oh, what does Tillman say? Ventura kicks a man when he's down. Obviously, he's never had any adversity in his life.
Peanut, what's going on, dude?
Like Clark Gable said, frankly, Jesse, I don't give a damn.
Yeah, he's cutting promo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know they were going to be doing this. I need out of this contract immediately.
During the halftime of the New York-Chicago game, we got Fred Rogan. He's running up to Tillman at halftime. He wants to know if you're going to put in the backup. Put in Wally Richardson. Tillman says, "That's good. You figure that out all by yourself."
Peanut, what's going on, bud?
Ventura's calling him gutless Rusty. So then Rogan runs over to Tillman. "Jesse Ventura just said you were gutless." Tillman says he wouldn't know if a football was pumped or stuffed.
That one I know.
And so anytime he says anything like that, Jesse's going, "I'm getting under his skin." Ventura just keeps, he's just picking at everything. "I definitely think Richardson's a better quarterback. I would have known that in training camp. Tillman couldn't figure that out till now."
God.
He goes, "Rusty has issues with everybody. He's obviously an unhappy man. He had a bad childhood."
Jesse cutting deep.
Yeah. Then there's a promo like tonight, the West Wing, like in the bottom lower of the TV, and Jesse goes, "I'm going to be at the West Wing tomorrow." And he's going to go to the White House for like a governor's thing. And then Jesse sees somebody wearing a Jesse Ventura mask. "That guy should be president." Jesse loves saying, has said this now multiple games, "Great camera work really makes the fans part of the game."
He's got a lot of airtime to fill, man. He's got the people of Minnesota on his mind, clearly. I don't know. I'm kind of annoyed with Jesse right now. The more I kind of stew on it a little bit.
And yeah, he just keeps going. So they're Rusty's winning. It's 10-0. 7 minutes, 50 seconds left. And Ventura goes, "That Rusty's a smart guy. If anybody's capable of blowing a 10-0 lead with 7 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the game, it's Rusty Tillman. He's not winning because he's a good coach. He's winning because he's a lucky."
Man, now guys blow like a 28-point lead in a 5-minute span, and it happens. Do you have to go outside, bud? Come on, let's go. You're freaking me out.
Brett thinks the Chicago crowd looks delirious, and they're losing a 4th game in a row. They look hooked on something very cheap. Okay. JR trots out "Hey, it's the XFLs. We all know it's a work in progress. Hey, we're having fun out here, guys." Jesse Ventura runs down to the field from the commentators' table. Were they still in the crowd at this point, or are they actually in like a press box now at this point? Remember they were doing that for a little while where they're kind of like with the fans?
Oh, really? No, I don't know.
I feel like in the first couple of games they had them like kind of sitting in the crowd a little bit.
Maybe the stadium just didn't have a press box.
Yeah. Ventura runs down. Tillman's trying to get to the locker room. Ventura's kind of chasing after him. Rusty, ain't you gonna talk to me?" You know what Tillman says with the mic? "I don't want to talk to you." Then Fred Rogan comes up. He's got a microphone too. "Why don't you want to talk to Jesse?" "I'm not going to talk to Jesse Ventura." So Tillman escapes, and Ventura's standing there in the middle of the field, and he goes, "I got him intimidated. He couldn't wait to get off the field. He's afraid of me." Let's see. Tillman later says that he felt like he probably should have punched Jesse 20 years ago. I probably would have. I didn't want to come off as Curly Moe and Larry. If anybody's going to be a stooge, it's going to be him. And Brett thinks, you know what? You might need 2 people if you want to have a work a feud. Can't just have one guy trying his best to get something going. John Gonzalez, who's directing, is kind of like, he's not like close friends, but he does know Tillman, and he feels friendly with him, and he feels bad about this whole thing that they're badgering him. They're Jesse, go bully him. So the next week he drives over and gives Tillman a bottle of Duckhorn Merlot. He likes wine. I took it to him almost as a personal I'm sorry, says John Gonzalez. They run on XFL.com a poll. Who do you side with, Tillman or Ventura? It was split down the middle. Well, then they're having a game. What game is this? It's Orlando.
15,000 fans voted, so not a lot of impressions.
No. Birmingham versus Orlando. Birmingham got an XFL team. Wow.
They're starved for football.
Yeah. A kicker misses a field goal, and Jerry Lawler drops a, that's about as dependable as a Honda automobile. Comment. Automotive. So Lawler drops the Honda joke, and Ken Shanzer says Vince handled it. Oh yeah, right. Wait a minute. He quotes Jerry Lawler. Do you think this is a typo? He says Hondo, not Honda.
Mine says Honda.
Yours says, man, my book says Hondo. Just like it said,
Jerry, I know I'm supposed to be giving you 2 paychecks, but I'm going to have to give you 0.
Then we start talking about Mark Grebe, who is replacing Ryan Clement in the Las Vegas quarterback role. Grebe would run wind sprints after, during practice.
What an asshole.
In full pad. Clement is laughing, watching him. Quote, would you look at this guy?
It's real Russell Wilson kind of energy.
Yeah. You practice. Practice is finished, and this guy's going to be running the wind sprint, going, I still got some energy, guys. We're still working. We're still training. So now we kind of get into Clement's story, that he always thought he was going to be a quarterback in the NFL. He loved the Broncos. Blah, blah, blah. He, plays well, and he gets he goes to Miami. Quarterback U. They have they've been very good. This is 1994 is his freshman season. You know who's on the team? Dwayne Douglas Johnson, as Brett keeps writing it. Ray Lewis, Orange Sap. They just lost the Orange Bowl to Nebraska. Let's see what else is going on. He's about to be the starter, and boom, in 95, the NCAA blew the whistle on a series of scandals. So they are punished quite heavily. And so right as he's now taking over, yes.
So it has to do with Luther Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
You know who that is, right?
Yes, a Two Life Crew.
You remember Two Life Crew, right? Okay.
So band in the USA, man. There's
a clip of him talking about being at a Mar-a-Lago party.
Yep.
Where he left because it was too crazy. That was my thought. Right.
Man, pop that pussy, the fuck shop.
I mean, if you have older white people yelling your lyrics back at you, that might make you step back a little bit. Whoa.
Yeah.
But he was also like in that same thing. He's like, I party with college girls and like.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I might be having a thing of like, you're looking around at that crowd and you're like, this is unsettling.
Listen, and Tipper Gore wanted to silence him, so.
Tipper Gore.
Band in the USA when he samples Bruce Springsteen. Yeah.
Tipper Gore. God, I haven't thought about Tipper Gore in a long time. Well, Luther Campbell is there, and he wants. Who does he want? He wants Collins, Ryan Collins, to be the quarterback for this very depleted Miami roster. But Clement gets the call, and what do they go? They go 7-1. Then they drop 3 straight home games the next year. I mean, it's just it's bad. They drop out of the rankings for the first time in a decade. And with one season left before the NFL draft, Clement was 15-4 as a Miami starter. Clement blames, or I guess Brett does, he says, look, by 97, because of the sanctions, Clement was throwing 4 freshman wide receivers. So they went 5-6 in his last season. It was the school's first losing season since 1979. The first year since 84 that they didn't get a bowl game. This is the bottom, said Clement. He doesn't get drafted. He thought he was going to get drafted. He's calling teams. They're gently trying to it's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll circle back. Call us again in a few months.
We got you on file. If first, second, third, and sixth options are unavailable, we'll be in touch.
In Clement's mind, he's watching Peyton Manning get this huge deal with the Colts, and he's like, play it, I know that. I'm like, he's one of his peers. I'm better than that guy in his mind. How did I, why am I here? Why am I not getting drafted? Let's see. We're back at Vegas and the San Francisco Demons.
Oh, hell yeah. It came out the hellhole.
That seems nice. To the field that strains the Spinal Tap's hellhole. They're just playing the game. Let's see. Matt Grebe is doing pretty good. He even throws the longest pass play of the season. And the Outlaws win 16-9. And Rod Smart is actually contributing. But here's the problem. XFL Week 4 ratings, 2.6. There's 8 weeks remaining in the season, including the playoffs.
Gosh, this is irate.
Yeah. You can't do that to network TV, Vince. Taking away valuable TV time. So we went from 4.6, so it was 9.5 to 4.6 to 3.1 to 2.6. Jeff Zucker is on a teleconference. Well, I certainly hope it has bottomed out. We need to figure out the right amount of football and the right amount of show. I'm not a huge football fan. I'd love to see more show. Maybe they should give the cheerleaders poles to dance around. All right.
Yep.
Get off the phone, Zuck. Let's see. Jesse Ventura is defending the football to the media at the national
Yeah,
press.
'cause there's nothing better than like having to explain to your wife that, hey, I know I've been unavailable for the last 6 months, but I got to give this new spring league a chance. Oh, yeah, by the way, tits.
They want me to date the cheerleaders, huh? Let's see. Jesse Ventura lies and says, we never said we were going to be the NFL. It's not the NFL. The talent isn't as good. I was like, didn't they say that the talent would be better because they're playing harder, because they're making no money? I can't remember.
It would be cool. Football games that looked like Any Given Sunday.
Like NFL Blitz, that video game. Remember that video game?
Yeah.
Guys are like power bombing each other.
But even the way Any Given Sunday is shot, where you're like hearing the guys talk.
Yeah.
The cameras are on the field. I feel like that's, except not.
Yeah.
You'd have to work it, but that would be interesting. Seeing a whole season play out with that drama.
Yeah. Al Pacino.
There's so many opportunities they left on the table as far as what they could have done with the entertainment side of things.
Yeah.
Come here, buddy.
Al Pacino didn't wear a visor or a hat in that movie, correct? I'm trying to remember. I don't believe so. That hair just blowing in the wind on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Nobody actually has the balls to do that on the side. They're always putting a hat on their head or a visor. Maybe the Ryans. The Ryans let the hair.
Belichick didn't do the visor till late.
But he doesn't have I want a big old mop of hair. Like was it Rex Ryan? He lets his hair flow.
Yeah, he's got great hair.
Yeah, I want to see a
Rob.
guy that had Al Pacino hair.
Rob got the hair.
Rob. I want to see a guy that has an Al Pacino head of hair, where he looks like he put his finger in an electrical socket, traipsing up and down the sideline. Ah!
No, guys know their fashion plates now. They gotta, look nice.
Ventura says, I like to call it the Rudy League. Because they play for the love of the game. And Brett hits him with ratings this poor. Comparison to a B movie seemed about right. Okay, Rudy's not a B movie. Okay,
Come on, Al Snow's in it.
Is he? Is he in the back or something? In one of the?
He's a background guy, but Al Snow is in that movie.
Al Snow trying to tell Vince Vaughn about being molested by Ole Anderson.
Gene, please leave Ole.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. It was Gene. I apologize. It was Gene. Lawler was there with it. Okay. Oh, here we go. So, it's a WWE show in Tucson, Arizona. And Lawler is there with his 29-year-old wife of 5 months, Stacy Carter. Stacy Carter was 29 years old.
That seems old for him.
Seems old. Also, I wrote. I don't want to. Does this mean that's a hard 29 at that? I know it's 2001, but I don't know. I mean. Brett mentions that yes, her biggest moment was when she was topless on a pay-per-view. Jim Ross gets a hold of Lawler. Vance has decided that he doesn't want to go any further with the cat's angle. There's no way JR said this, because this doesn't even sound like JR. Quote, and subsequently, he wants me to give her release today.
Yeah.
Subsequently? Is that in JR's?
No.
I like this. Lawler was stunned. He stomped straight to McMahon's makeshift office. He tells Vince, I'm quitting, and I'm leaving with her. You had to know I would leave with her, Vince. This is where I wrote, it was right there. I hoped you wouldn't, McMahon said coolly. This is where Brett had to know that he was in too deep in the wrestling world. Soon after the incident, Lawler poured his heart onto his website, www.kinglawler.com. And he writes out what he puts it in there.
Do you think he was looking at the pictures?
Yes. I almost expected someone to come up and smile, what a rib, and that this would all be some kind of sick joke or something, but that didn't happen. It wasn't a joke. It was a real thing. Let me say that I don't really know what is going on other than I feel there's more to this than meets the eye. And Brett wonders, this is almost like Dave speculating, was it so hard to connect the dots from the Honda comment to the sacking? That's Brett's theory. Why did he get... It can't be because of the Honda thing. Why did Lawler get fired at that time? This is when he gets replaced with Paul Heyman. I thought the story was that he wanted the Cat to be more involved or something like that. Or
no, it was just she was a pain in the ass, and people didn't want to work with her, I think. So they... Whatever.
And then, wasn't it more they were going to release her, and then he was like, I'm going to then.
Yeah.
It wasn't,
I mean, that's the way Brett writes it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he left to defend her honor, and then she was blowing some guy online like 6 months later, right?
Yeah. So Dick Butkus now is Jerry Lawler's replacement on the XFL broadcast.
I mean, this is hang on. This is a problem.
What? We're going to show the
that's the 2000 homepage. Gus.
Oh, geez.
KingLawler.com. I'm going to go learn about Jerry the King. Click on the... It is a link. Good job, Jerry.
Yeah, click on it.
Ahref equals...
Okay. It's such an embarrassing photo.
Oh, and then there's a Miss Kitty section. Here we go. Look at all these shoots.
Wow. Click on one.
Man, I miss neon green on black. It used to be a society.
Are they all dead?
Yeah, because this is the Wayback Machine. I'm
What if you go to a different capture date?
I think I'm on the biggest circle.
I can't believe he put that picture on his website.
Of who? Him?
Yeah, with the crown.
Why is it unbelievable?
I don't know. I wouldn't do it. Have some respect for yourself.
The man has Coca-Cola.
I know that his tastes and my tastes don't. He's wearing a fake crown on his head. The game is gone.
Okay, this is the most populated one. No, nothing still.
Okay.
Someone has saved him.
There is a poll. Can I vote on the poll?
Yeah, what's the poll?
What are your favorite cat picks?
Oh my lord.
Live wrestling video captures, bedroom picks, dressing room picks, Florida vacation picks, WWF slave picks, the Christmas picks. Oh, Jerry was...
The Christmas picks. Why is he focus grouping this?
He just wants to give the people what they want. See, what color do you prefer the cat's hair? See, this is why they were released. Come on, this is pain in the ass stuff.
What did he think was going to happen with Cat? Did everybody enjoy when Jerry Lawler would go, here, kitty, 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 shrilly do the here, kitty, kitty, kitty? Did you like that? You want to take a break?
Yeah, let's take a break.
Okay. Chapter 9, one way or the other. Brett says that Vince McMahon arm wrestled Jerry Springer for the title of King Dirtbag.
Thanks, Brett.
These are a couple sentences here. It also earned him the unanimous derision of the establishment, capital E. What did the doyen of an ignoble age care about that? All right, Brett. Vince McMahon boasts we have what America wants. And then Brett goes into all of his failures. You know, the WBF, Ico Pro, when they bought that hotel in LA and they were going to make a theme hotel and kind of, I don't know, it wasn't going to be like an amusement park, but it was going to be like a WWE world. But so then he goes into, so how did all this XFL stuff kind of, when did it start percolating in Vince's mind? In 1998, the Minnesota Vikings were looking to sell. And Vince McMahon was somebody that was interested in buying the Minnesota Vikings. Brett says that Tom Clancy, airplane novelist there, or airport novelist, I guess, airplane, airport novelist. He was interested. Tom Clancy apparently had a press conference that he had done it, that he had bought the team for $200 million, which was not true.
Never heard this.
Yeah, me either.
There was a Las Vegas couple who said they had $2.4 billion in gold, silver, and platinum stored in a secret warehouse. And the NFL looked into them, and they were bankrupt. So you'd think, oh, well, Vince actually has money, and he's not doing weird things.
Yeah.
As far as like having press conferences announcing that he's bought the team and talking about secret warehouses, and yet they don't take him seriously. Can you believe the NFL owners are not taking Vince McMahon seriously?
No one else would have really come from the kind of questionable background he does amongst them. They're mostly, business owners.
I mean, Hugh Hefner maybe would be like a oddball one, or
Yeah.
who would have the capital.
Just brought this movie up to Larry, the Blackberry movie. Gus, have you seen the Blackberry movie that came out a while ago?
No.
It's about the invention and the eventual, failure of the BlackBerry device. And some of that movie is about Jim, Balsillie, who becomes involved, becomes CEO, becomes the guy for the tech guys, the business guy end of it. And he really wants to get into the NHL and buy an NHL team. And the owners will not, they are like, no, not this asshole, not this guy. And it drives him insane that they will not let him into his club.
Interesting.
Which this is about to happen to Vince McMahon. They're like, you cannot be involved in this. And he, here's Brett. This is what McMahon was heard to say of the NFL owners. I've never met 28 bigger assholes in my life. Now Jim
He's probably
Bell,
not wrong to some degree.
Yeah, you can smell if someone is being a jerk off to you. Jim Bell, head of licensing and merchandising. What is he? He's not in charge. Senior vice president. Okay. Jim Bell was. Let's see. What does he say? He claims that Vince never really wanted to get involved with the NFL. He just was trying to get the WWF's name out there. Okay, like get press. Jim drops this is kind of sad that the employees talk like this. Don't forget, he's the modern day P.T. Barnum. You have to drink the Kool-Aid at work. You gotta.
Yeah.
Is P.T. Barnum a particularly good person?
I don't think so. And I also don't consider him this grand showman that is like, you know.
And you got some elephants, you got some bears. All right.
And what of Bailey, of P.T. Barnum and Bailey? Let's see. The Redskins are looking to, and this was written in 2003. So they're still the Redskins. They're looking to sell. They go to Dan Snyder. That all ends really well.
Good move.
And at that time, that was the record, $800 million. Let's see. So Carl DeMarco shows up in this book. It's March 1999. President of the WWF Canada. And he is talking
that
with...
team is rich for Vince's blood. In early 98?
800 million?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even he would have to take out a lot of loans to even do that today.
Come on, what does it
because
come up with?
The stock going on in 99 made him a billionaire finally.
Yeah.
Who is he friends with that he could have then at that time been friends with that he would have been like, it's called Alpha Entertainment Group, and we're going to put together investors to buy the Vikings.
Another man who was mad that the NFL wouldn't let him buy a team.
Mm-hmm.
The president.
Oh my gosh. Donald.
Another man who, helped start a football league when the NFL wouldn't let him buy it.
Gosh, we missed out on Donald Trump and Vince McMahon owning the Minnesota Vikings. Shane's got a job. The Tony Khan insults wouldn't be hitting as hard as Shane has been working in the front office. We would have had all these great pictures of Shane McMahon on the sidelines of Minnesota Vikings training camps, holding a rolled up piece of paper. Sunglasses. Carl DeMarco's talking to the president of the Canadian Football League, Jeff Giles. Or it could be Giles. I'm going to go with Giles. Labatt Breweries currently own the Toronto Argonauts. And they wanted to get rid of the team there. They wanted to sell. And so Giles tells DeMarco to tell McMahon, hey, he wants to buy a team. Here you go, buy the Toronto Argonauts. So Giles meets with Vince, and he says that Vince immediately had no interest in owning the team. He pitched, what if I buy the whole league, the whole CFL? And Vince starts doing this. This is in, what did we say, March of 1999? He's talking to the president of the CFL, and he's going, I want to change the rules. He's basically pitching the XFL. I'm going to change the rule, and da-da-da-da-da. And he kept saying smash mouth football. Giles says Vince keeps bringing up smash mouth football.
Hey now, you're an all-star.
Let's see. One day, Giles gets a call on his cell phone. He's in Toronto. It's DeMarco. Vince wants to talk to you, but he doesn't talk on cell phones. You have to find a phone booth. Which we now know that Vince likes to text on cell phones, but that wasn't quite a thing at that time. Let's see. So to own, Giles has to get the owners on board for him to buy the league. And here's part of the problem with that. There's 3 teams in the CFL. The Edmonton Eskimos, the Saskatchewan Roughriders and the Winnipeg Blue Bombers are all owned by their local communities, like the Green Bay Packers. And they all would not sell to Vince McMahon. They would, and he would need
Just
a majority
fucking
vote.
buy the other teams. They're not going to have a league with 3 teams.
I guess, yeah. He says they need a majority vote, and so that goes against him. So I guess 3 is all it took. How many teams are in the CFL?
And they might have just been the tiebreakers. Brett might be bending the truth.
Giles is going, look, man, just buy the Argonauts. But nope, Vince wishes the CFL well in September of 1999. He told us he's going to go start a league. And yeah, this is where I begin. What is Vince McMahon's obsession with starting this league? Like, what is going on? Is it just he wants to diversify, be known as kind of like, well, if I succeeded at this, it's that validation thing that we've talked about, and Brett kind of talks about
Because
this.
football's awesome and owning a team's awesome, and if they won't let you own a team, you might as well own the whole damn league.
It is a rich person, yeah. What do they call it? Validate. It's like something to like, look how rich I am. I own a sports team.
I don't think it's a rich man flex, though. I think it's just Vince McMahon as a man.
It's the Spite store in Curb.
What were Larry's rules in the Spite store? I'm trying to remember. You can't use the restroom, right? Unless you're paying. You can use the restroom even if you're not a paying customer. Was that it? Because didn't he try to go use the restroom in the other one, and they said you're not paying a customer? And he's like, I'll buy something if you let me use it. There's something back and forth.
Maybe.
I like that his Spite store was successful. Was it not? If I remember right, it does well.
Yeah.
What a humorous situation.
No, I think Vince has a little bit. He wants to be in the club. He wants to be recognized as a peer amongst the elite, which now he is, but now he's also considered a pervert. The minute he got that, and he's on like ESPN, like he's on like CNBC with Mark Shapiro of TKO, and then it's like, oh, now you got to walk away from it all.
Just months after.
You got it. You're seen as a titan of industry. You've made this huge deal. And now all anybody wants to talk about is you pooping on a woman's head. He talks about the WWF going public. And it was now valued at $2.27 billion. Now Vince McMahon is worth about $1 billion. Well, close to 2. And he puts it, well, now he's got all this money. What's he going to do? Now he's flush with assets, right? And we got Jim Bell back, and he's like, yeah, he wanted to buy the CFL. So then he was just like, fine, I'll just make my own league. He gets all of his stooges, he gets all the crew is his what would you call that, is Basil DeVito and probably Jim Ross. And
I like that he spends a paragraph comparing him to Howard Hughes.
Yes, he does. Where Howard Hughes would buy, what does he say? He
was buying casinos.
Oh, yes. He was spending Thanksgiving at the Desert Inn, and the Desert Inn was like, all right, you've been here long enough. And so he just bought the building. And then he was like, I'm buying everything around it too. This is my town now. Let's see. So he called it at this meeting Raw Football. That's his idea. He tells the Bell guy to start on the licensing and merchandising, start reaching out to people. Would they be interested in advertising and getting involved in this? Everybody that Jim Bell approached about this new football league that Vince McMahon might start up is interested. They want it. They are thinking maybe they'll start TV like on a cable channel. That way they don't have to quite perform. So like they have room to kind of figure out what they're doing. They're not going to get immediately canceled probably. So everybody wants a piece of Vince McMahon. Everybody's interested. Everybody is excited. And that's why McMahon calls a press conference on February 3rd, 2000 at the WWF restaurant in Times Square. Ex-Dallas Cowboy Drew Pearson is there because he runs a successful licensing business in Texas. And so McMahon wants him involved. And I just called him a few days prior. That's how, like, he's just kind of like pulling this all together quickly. He's a dog with a bone. This is it. Who else? Mike Keller, ex-NFL and USFL front office guys there. He'll be the XFL's vice president of operations. We get the Vince McMahon. If in the NFL you can't celebrate a touchdown, that's un-American. A reporter brings up the failure of the World Bodybuilding Federation. I don't look at the past. Hey, the WWF stock prices recently dropped. Got a response. Wall Street can kiss my ass. And then, of course, he gets the, hey, you're doing real sports? Are you going legit? May I never, ever be thought of as fucking legit.
Wow. I need to cap that clip of Vince calling himself a stupid fucking fool.
In the car.
Yeah.
Can you also clip where he's a big pervert that says, I might even draw a breath when I leave this building?
Sure.
Whatever he says. Whatever creep ass thing he says. He's a, because to go that, never mind. We went through it.
Don't respond to people.
The man in the road wore a long, dark overcoat. Oh, okay. Rusty Tillman is, in New York for the football game, the Outlaws versus the New York, New Jersey Hitmen. And he's showing up at the stadium, and there's a guy in a dark coat, and he's waving something at him. You Rusty Tillman? He's got a badge. I'm with Minnesota Secret Service. He's like, okay. Governor Ventura thinks you might do something tonight. So Tillman's just like, what the hell? He's laughing. Rusty Tillman's kids are asking him, Dad, why is the governor of Minnesota yelling at you on TV? Let's see. Tillman does an interview with Leonard Shapiro of the Washington Post. He vents all of his frustrations. Quote, I told him when I signed on to coach this team, I'm not going to do WWF garbage. I'm a football coach. I think their TV announcers are awful. Jesse's terrible. Brian Bosworth isn't any good. People would be better off tuning out the sound and listening to the radio if there is radio. They don't know what they're talking about. I don't think they get it. The ratings are being halved every week, so he's putting the blame on the announcers. And so there it is. All this gets printed. It's not off the record. They're Rusty. McMahon calls Tillman up. What the hell? And Rusty says, well, I can't take it back, Vince. He told me to be myself. All all week long, NBC's like, tune in for Tillman versus Ventura.
I do remember that.
Fred Roggins is back, the sideline reporter. He's asking Rusty Tillman a simple question. Are you afraid of Jesse Ventura? Rusty just laughs. Jesse Ventura says on commentary, he's speechless. He didn't talk last week and he won't talk this week. This is rough stuff, Tillman and Ventura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They keep bugging Tillman. What do you think of what he said? Good for him. I don't care. Let's see. You got LA's Tommy Maddox. They actually caught an assistant coach. You know, they went back in the locker room and caught an assistant coach relieving himself into a urinal.
Oh.
Jim Ross fills the dead air. That's somebody going to the bathroom. Nice. Let's see. Jim Ross hyped the following week's gimmick, which would be what? There's another gem from the WWE fall. What was it? Doesn't say. It's a blatant attempt to increase ratings, he said. Okay. NBC West Coast president Scott Sassa was asked about the ratings. He said, I don't know why. And he just said he says to them, if you have the answer, and just stops talking. He's just waiting for someone to throw out. Look. Ryan Clement and Mark Grebe, the outlaw quarterbacks, are sharing a hotel room. And Clement is listening to his rival, who has his current job, telling his mother on the phone that the starting job's his. Hey, Mom. Yeah, no worries. I got this locked up. Yeah, the other guy stinks. Doesn't even run wind sprints at the end of practice. Too busy thinking about his glory, not even glory days in Miami. Then we talk about Kelvin Kinney, who had played in the NFL. Hurt his foot. And then they kept... they botched it. Doctor botched it. They had put screws into his foot to hold it together. And it was misaligned. And they're grafting bones from his hip, trying to figure it out. Then he gets hurt again. He gets a fracture in his ankle. Ripped the ligament from the bone. He's just kind of slowly, each season is just dwindling games. This is kind of a sad little bit of business. He's eating, talking to Brett. He tore into his steak, his eyes glazing over at the memory of his NFL career. I think I played in the greatest era of Hall of Famers ever. Joe Montana, Steve Young, Terrell Davis, Troy Aikman, Emmett Smith, Thurman Thomas, Barry Sanders. Okay. Let's see. His girlfriend's about to have a baby. Okay. He needs money. She's got a Mercedes. They live in Columbus, Ohio. She gets in an accident. They lose the baby.
Where'd it go?
No.
To heaven.
Jeez.
Kenny.
Got
later. Kenny's he's still finding, he's latching onto teams. 2000 training camp. He's with the the Oakland Raiders. The 5-year NFL vet. So he has to at this point he has to earn at least $525,000 per year. So he's thinking, well, yeah. Now, would you rather pay a rookie $150,000 or me with my foot $525,000? So the job offers are drying up. So he's in Arena League. He's playing for the Detroit Fury in the Arena League. Kenny earned $864,000 in his last NFL season. In the XFL, he made $45,000.
Jesus.
He's at the gaming tables here in Las Vegas.
With what money?
He says that's not a lot of money. That much is not enough to keep me coming here to Vegas away from my wife, as he's gambling.
Man, where's the gritty XFL like quarterback movie?
Yeah. Now here we go. This is a little wrestling connection. It's just it's a lot of people when they talk about entertainment or even athletics. So why is he doing this? His foot is, all screws and bone grafts, and he's not what he used to be. And why are you still doing this for $45,000? Do you know what it's like to have your name announced on Saturday? You can remember when you were 12 or 13 and you had Betty Sue in the corner and you stuck your Johnson in her.
You know what it's like to have your name announced on Sunday, and glory to be to God.
Gus, do you remember when you were 12 or 13 and you had Betty Sue in the corner and you stuck your Johnson in her and wondered what happened?
No, I don't.
That's the feeling you reach and then multiply it by 10. I wrote, okay. This is a very specific memory for Kenny.
Is he still alive?
Well, let's see.
He seems
Kelvin
like
Kenny. Kenny. He is, from what I can tell, he's 53 and still alive. Oh my God, he's 53. I felt like in this book he's like in his 40s or something. That looks like a mugshot. Is that a mugshot?
No, this would only be his 5th year in the NFL.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, wow, that chewed him up and spit him out. He is talking, he's talking like, I've lived for 100 years. Let's see. Soldier Field has lots of he hate me signs. One defensive lineman says about Rod Smart, it's catchy if you're illiterate. Okay. There's about 10,000 people there. Fans are beginning to wear bags over their heads. The Chicago Enforcers are 0-4. Brett claims that the field was all yellow weeds, but the XFL had painted the field green. Okay.
The turf in Soldier Field has always been a problem, but especially back then, especially in the spring, yeah, that tracks.
Let's see. Anything interesting? No. I don't think Grebe does well, and so now it's like, are you going to start Clement? Or are you going to start Grebe? And Kreiner. Who's Kreiner? Jim Kreiner. See, what happened to Rusty Tillman? Who's Jim Kreiner? Is he
He's the coach
Like,
of those two.
I thought, who's Rusty Tillman, the coach? He's not involved with the Outlaws?
No, Tillman's not on the 2-quarterback team.
Oh. Well, Jim Kreiner then is the coach, and a Las Vegas TV sports reporter's like, who are you going to start? And he's like, don't get me in that quarterback controversy. Get out of here. He's just tired of losing. 2.4 ratings are in. They're flirting with the all-time record lowest rating in primetime network sports. The record, the 2000 Stanley Cup Finals, 2.3 on ABC, June 3rd. You remember the 2000 Stanley Cup Finals there, Lair?
I don't.
Who was it?
Okay, it was one of those Devils years. Well, yeah, those teams were fucking boring.
The Devils and the Stars?
Yeah.
Was that Martin Brodeur? Was that the netminder
Yes.
for New Jersey?
Yep.
Scott Stevens.
You know, that was the left wing lock, the low scoring games. Just
Yeah, it ruined hockey.
Yeah.
All right, you gotta go outside, bud. Come on, let's go.
So it's understandable.
So now the ratings are low enough. It's time for late night TV to chime in. Jay Leno comes up. You heard about this? You seen this? Apparently the ratings for the XFL football are so bad. The executives just said, just burn the network for the insurance money.
No. Where's the joke?
Yeah, I say that a lot with Jay.
Apparently the ratings for the XFL football are so bad. The executives said, just burn the network for the insurance money. I bet Kevin, what was his last name? I'm going to pull this. What was his band leader's name? Kevin?
Oh, Eubanks.
Yeah.
Eubanks. Thank you.
Incredible
I bet he
jazz
laughed.
guitar player.
I bet he laughed. Conan O'Brien. I have to put the right spin on this because I'm also on NBC. But the league's ratings, apparently they went through the toilet.
See, that's
I wrote-
a joke.
See, I wrote much funnier. McMahon is talking to licensing and marketing reps, and he just, at one point, he goes, I think my 15-year relationship with Dick Ebersol is done.
Oh, no.
They're arguing all the time about programming. Ebersol wants it to be more wrestling gimmicks, and Vince is the one that wants to focus on the football and the action. This is according to one WWF source. That's what Brett says.
Yeah.
Do you believe that?
Yeah,
Vince
absolutely.
wants the real?
Vince
Okay.
wants to be legitimized, and Ebersol's kind of the up. He wants the show.
He wants a wacky, wild football game with a bunch of shenanigans and goofball. I mean, what more can you do with the game? What bells and whistles can you put on it? They already have all the camera stuff. They're doing all that, the audio.
Yeah, you have to luck into players being super charismatic.
Yes.
And that just, athletes aren't like that naturally. You know, there's like a few in the league.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
We cut to, in the beginning, there was a memo. Now you think, oh, he's gonna, okay, I'm gonna super. Here's the memo. We will use a creepy pee-pee camera to get the impact shots that we cannot get from a fixed camera. A coach's face as a man drops a pass in the clear. A pretty cheerleader just after her hero has scored a touchdown. We are going to add show business to sports. Where do you think? Where's the memo from?
Vince, right?
You've been swerved, bro.
Oh, no.
It's 1960. It's Rune Arledge, a young TV producer vying for the top job on ABC's college football telecast. That's the memo he delivered to his bosses, and they gave him the job. He would go on to create the wide world of sports, Monday Night Football, and the Olympic Games. I think what Brett means is that he kind of like pioneered all that stuff to presenting it how it's known. Sports TV, honk shoe. Rune Arledge is here to spice it up. He's getting huge ratings. All of a sudden, ABC Sports, it's scrolling expense accounts, it's limos, it's helicopters, it's floozies. And who's there at Rune Arledge's side? It's a young Dick Ebersol, his little assistant. I guess tall assistant. Dick's pretty tall. 9 years Dick spent under Arledge, learning, listening. In 1974, Ebersol moves to NBC. And he gets Saturday Night Live going. That's just one of his first big successes. And NBC goes, well, guess what? You're the youngest vice president in NBC history now. You're 28. All right. He's meeting actress Susan St. James on the SNL set. They get married 6 weeks later. Ebersol's got this. He's a thirst for, what would it be? Success, for achievement. Think later. Do now. He starts No Sleep Productions. He starts Friday Night Videos and later with Bob Costas. Oh no!
Although, there's a good Dennis Hopper video on one of those.
Later with Bob Costas?
Yeah.
Oh, Dennis on Waterworld. Would that have been what he was promoting? Yeah, but he's got to talk about what he's promoting. He's probably like, this is the biggest budget we've seen out of Hollywood in some time. Where's the return on that?
That's not his problem.
Well, it wasn't Vince's problem about taking a valuable network TV. Should Hollywood be making these big budget water movies?
Don't you have to respect the studios?
Dennis, your love of the studio system is well known. Dennis Hopper's just high. So what happens here? Dick Ebersol's agent, it's 1985. His agent says, hey, you got to meet this guy, Vince McMahon, the guy from the WWF, wants to develop a TV show. Dick's going, pro wrestling. Rune Arledge wouldn't have touched that. Dick calls up Brandon Tartikoff, NBC chief programmer. Can you believe my agent wants me to talk to this Vince McMahon guy? The two men had a big laugh. Poor Vince. Should we say poor Vince? Always getting laughed at in these ivory towers.
I didn't know this origin story.
You know, that bumpkin called me, called my agent.
But yeah, I didn't know this Letterman origin story.
Yeah. Ebersol then runs into David Letterman, who's working at NBC. He grabs him by the shoulder pads. You won't believe what my agent is trying to sell me the other day. That wrestling thing with Vince McMahon. I'm going, Brett or Dick. Somebody. This isn't that. It's coming across like Dick Ebersol's just wandering Rockefeller, grabbing people, going. The WWF, have you seen that shit? We're NBC. Come on. But David Letterman, growing up in Indiana and having danced with wrestling, being a fan, was like, you know what? Maybe you should talk to the guy. It's pretty. He likes it. I like this sentence from Brett. Letterman said that he'd been watching the WWF on the USA Network. Okay.
Oh yeah, on the USA. Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. David Letterman explaining Bobby the Brain Heenan to Dick Ebersol. There's this guy. So Ebersol meets with Vince McMahon, and in 20 minutes, they've developed Saturday Night's Main Event, and they're going to do it. And it was on there for 6 years on NBC, getting good ratings. Ebersol and McMahon become friends. They're taking trips to Atlantic City together. What are they doing in Atlantic City? Who else is in Atlantic City during this time? One Mossad agent, maybe, as well? Or was that too early?
I think Vince is clean and all that.
Vince thinks Mossad is like hummus. Senior Vice President. What do we got here? Oh, Jack Welch, who I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if anybody knows this, Alec Baldwin's character is based on this guy in 30 Rock.
Yes. His name.
He's about to show up here, but Dick Ebersol is, he's got the Vince kind of thing where everything he's touching is turning to gold. General Electric, NBC's parent company, they love him. They give him this senior vice president of NBC News title. He's landing rights, as the ratings come in, he's landing deals left and right. NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, tennis, golf, horse racing. He becomes famous for treating negotiations like seductions or like black ops. And here's an example. In 95, Ebersol secretly flew to the World Track and Field Championships in Gothenburg, Sweden. Carefully avoiding notice by the ABC crew who was airing the Olympics, Ebersol holed up in a back room of the Sheraton, rode the hotel service elevators to meet with the International Olympic Committee chairman Juan Antonio Samaranch. And
that's a man that sounds like it shows up in a file somewhere.
Yeah. Ebersol acquired the rights to telecast the 2000 and 2002 Olympics, and then 6 weeks later, he gets 2004, 2006, and 2008. He's got the whole damn decade locked up.
And we're still going to this day.
Mm-hmm. So the other networks were like, you can do that? They thought that's just every time the Olympics would come around, everyone, okay, put your bid-ins, everyone. The Olympics are here. Nope, not anymore. Here's another thing, though. In 2000, the Olympics are going to be in Sydney, Australia. Rupert Murdoch, an Australian. You know Rupert Murdoch. When he heard that Fox wouldn't get a chance to bid on the 2000 Olympics in Australia, he acted as if it had been a death in the family. So, Rune Arledge comes back. He's lapped the field. He loves it. Ebersol, the Atlanta Summer Games, he's the one that goes, and Muhammad Ali will light the torch. NBC is hooting and hollering. They make up. Here's another title for you. You're chairman of NBC Sports and NBC Olympics. What is it? Do the titles? Did they have to give them the title to like?
Depending on their HR structure, yes. Yeah, a lot of times you have to, and especially I would imagine like in a rigid corporate environment like that to trigger compensation change.
Yes, we want to give you more money.
Yeah. So yes, as dumb as it is, there's stupid reasons for it.
His little placard on his desk keeps getting longer and longer. It's just one long.
It's like Idi Amin, right? Didn't he have like 15 titles after his name? Like defeater of the British Empire.
Yes, he is. He's like a king at this point. Yes. ancestor of the first men, king of the Andals. NBC. So here we go. Now we're back to the NFL. NBC had been paying $217 million a year for the right to air AFC games, and then CBS, they want in on this action. They want some football. They haven't had football in a while, and so they pay $4 billion over 8 years for football, and they were like, when they heard that was what the NFL rights were going for, Dick Ebersol was like, no. They try to steal Monday Night Football from ABC. They bid $500 million a year. ABC said $550 million a year, and they get it. Ebersol's listening when guys like Jerry Jones, owner of the Dallas Cowboys, says, "We don't care if you lose $250 million. You can afford it." So these rights are going to just keep going up. Look, do you want it or not?
Jerry's not wrong.
So the NFL at that point now, across 4 networks, ABC, CBS, ESPN, and Fox, have $17.6 billion over 8 years coming to them. That's about $2.25 billion a season. The nearest deal for sports would be the NBA had a 4-year deal with NBC and Turner Sports worth $660 million a season. Ebersol is thinking we would be losing $150 million a year just if we were competing like this. That's not smart. I can't go to Jack Welch and say you've lost $150 million. We're paid a salary to make money. And he's out there in the press going, this billion, he'd in 1990 when CBS was paid $1 billion for 4 years of the of Major League Baseball. He was like, that's stupid. And he watched as CBS lost money and got put up for sale and da-da-da-da-da. He sees that coming for NBC. If you're overspending for this thing, okay, there are people are watching, but you're losing money. You're going to lose the house. But then CBS is looking at it when they lost the NFL. No more ratings. Bad business. They need it. They think they need it. So, boy, Dave Meltzer, look at his lips. What does the future of sports TV hold? Where are the rights going? Now also reality TV, Survivor is crushing everything. Now all the networks are going, we got to have a Survivor. Big Brother, Temptation Island, The Mole.
The Mole, wow, that's a...
I know, why not? What was that other one they did? The Amazing Race. That was pretty on the heels of it. Temptation Island, I enjoyed that show when it aired. Watched it, and I enjoyed its remake that's been airing on, what is it on? I feel like it's on Peacock, maybe? Or Paramount? I don't know. It's on a streaming thing. I don't think they aired on regular TV. Nobody a Temptation Island fan?
No, not on my radar.
It's just a show where they get the couples and they're like, you're going to cheat on your significant other on this show. And then we're going to watch everyone's brain break apart. In May 1998, this is Dick's idea. He's thinking about how Turner Broadcasting sometimes gets in with other people to share. They split up the games a lot. So now they've lost the NFL to ESPN. So, okay, maybe NBC and Turner Sports can get together and maybe they can get football going. Ebersol says here that he pitched a spring football league with Turner Sports, NBC and Turner Sports. And Turner did not want to take on that financial risk, absorb that. The expense of 12 teams and playing, they were going to pay each player $100,000.
Well, plus that's right before they sell.
Yes, it is brought up that this is the Turner is going through some stuff there.
And Turner is more within that class of billionaires too. I don't think he'd want the,
Yeah,
he doesn't want that conversation at the country club.
they did a year and a half. They were talking, trying to figure it out. Too ambitious, said one negotiator. December 1999, NBC is going to say that they have a 6-year, $1.2 billion contract with NASCAR because you got to fill those Sunday afternoons now. And he's still like, God, I want football. And that's when his assistant, I think this story is told on the XFL documentary, his assistant, Amy Leone, pokes her head in the office and goes, you got to see your friend Vince on TV. Dick turns on the TV, and there's Vince McMahon having his press conference. I kind of have a problem with how Brett describes Vince here. Those swollen cheeks, that preternatural tan, that wolf's bearing. Okay.
Yeah, those aren't
swollen cheeks, huh? Tan. Ebersol had to turn up the set to hear McMahon's mumbles. This is a very funny thing. He's inside Dick Ebersol's mind. Could it be his old friend was talking about football? Yes, he was talking about football. He's going, no matter what this is, what did McMahon call it? What was that? The XFL? We cut to McMahon. He's falling asleep in his limo. Again, is Brett in this limo with him? Watching his eyes fluttering? His cell phone rings. God, did he hate cell phones? Because they're going to have all of his crimes in there.
Das Wagenphone is on a nuisance phone.
I think Triple H replies in text 9. Like, can you go pick this at 9?
You might.
For some reason, Brett thinks that Vince is getting like soliciting calls on his cell phone. Like, oh no, not another spam call. Well, giddiness. McMahon looks damn giddy. It's Dick Ebersol. Vince, don't do anything. And this is where they figure out the NBC will be a 50-50 partner. They'll buy $30 million of WWE stock. And Jim Bell says that Vince went with that deal because of his friendship with Dick Ebersol. But now here's the problem. NBC's involved. It's not TNN. It's not UPN. Not USA. So now you're going to have to have primetime network TV ratings.
I forget, was USA under the NBC umbrella at that point in time?
Was USA owned by Viacom? It's a good question. I feel like it because remember, I think when they were had the MTV show, that was part of why they got on MTV because it was owned by Viacom. I feel like Viacom.
That's
at that
true,
point.
right? That was, yeah. But yeah, I don't. The fucking corporate mergers
Yeah.
break my brain.
Can you believe, man? Wow, WWE had a show on MTV. I remember thinking at this point, like, man, they're trying to get it on any channel they can. Every channel is like, hey, we'll put wrestling on, sure. Vince never should have let XFL programming be used as a guinea pig for NBC to play with on Saturday night, says Jim Bell. Men 18 to 34 are not home then. And if they are, they're not watching TV. Vince led a friendship of 15 years with Dick Ebersol supersede good business. This is what Dick Ebersol likes about the XFL. The NBC.
Why did they put it in prime time?
Because that's where football goes.
Well, not back then. I mean, there were college games on Saturday nights, but
this is what he's thinking. Hey, it's Monday night football. It's Saturday night. Well, no, weren't the Saturday? Or wait, Saturdays were in the evening. They had Sunday afternoon games, did they not? Or didn't they have a day game that went into the night? Didn't they have an afternoon game then a night game, and then they had an afternoon game on Sunday?
Who?
XFL. I'm trying to remember when they aired.
Sorry.
I feel like on Sundays they didn't have any evening. I don't think so. Were they doing day, afternoon, evening on Saturday and Sunday?
I remember flipping by it on the UPN once or twice. Yeah, I don't know.
What Ebersol likes about the deal is the NBC owns the league. They don't have to do these dumb rights negotiations now. We own it. If this takes off, it's ours. We don't have to pay shit. Fuck you, NFL. He's like, look at this. Disney, they own ABC and ESPN. They're paying $9.2 billion to the NFL through 2005. Fox is paying $4.4 billion. CBS is paying $4 billion. We're getting free programming. We're not paying shit. He texted to Jack Welch. Jack Welch is, I love it. Bob Wright, he loves it. Ken Shanzer says it's a $50 million swing of the bat. If it worked, and if it didn't work, oh well, okay, so we lost $50 million. March 29, 2000, they announced their partnership. Wall Street analysts projected that the league would become profitable by its third year. And the WWF predicted the XFL would pull in $85 million in revenue its first year. They get a hold of John Gonzalez. John Gonzalez reveals that, I had pitched all the Skycam, the mics, all that stuff. I'd always pitched it to the NFL, and they always were like, no, this is how football is presented. We won't be changing it. So, of course, at the XFL, they go, hell yeah. The Skycam, he wants to figure out how to use that with the XFL. He hasn't quite perfected it. Vince McMahon hears all these ideas for production, and he keeps asking John Gonzalez, this is going to work, right? Then John Gonzalez is trying to sell his idea of how football should be presented, and he is in Stanford with this meeting and with the Vince's lieutenants and all that, and he shows them Madden football video game, Madden 2000. And he says, see how this looks, where the camera's behind the players and this, and you follow the player. That's what I want to do on the production. This is how your kids watch football. That's what Gonzalez had said. And Ken Shanzer said, it is, but football fans don't watch football that way. The Skycam is dangerous. Oh, no, not the Skycam. The on-field camera. I'm sorry. Who's going to be on field running around with the camera? The cameraman at NBC will say that they'll do it, but they need to be paid more. And NBC says no. Vince McMahon jumps in and goes, I've got a guy. His name's Bubba. And the contender goes, yeah, the Bubba Cam. We'll call it the Bubba Cam. So John Gonzalez calls Bubba. And Bubba says no. It's too dangerous. And so NBC just finally raised the pay, and they got some cameramen to do it. They hammer out who else is going to do it. So Rune Arledge is still around. And this is all, Ebersol's like, man, Rune would love all this wheeling and dealing I'm doing. This, I'm thinking outside the box. Now we got our own league. But here's what Rune Arledge would not have liked. He said to the New York Times in regards to the being involved with the WWF, at some point, you have to decide how classy you want to be. Rune Arledge taking shots.
Huh.
They just want to capture what Vince pulled off in wrestling. If they can do that and transplant it onto football, they think they've got a success. And then Brett ends the chapter with, talking about in 95, Dick Ebersol had suffered a heart attack. He changed his entire life of how he lived it. He was, he quit eating meat. He's not traveling as much. He's running 25 miles a week. He's losing weight. He's 52 when he hears about the XFL. And he's thinking, how many more? Brett makes it like, I'm 52. How many rodeos do I got left in me? How many more big Dick Ebersol splashes can I make in the TV industry? So there you go. Do you want to call it?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want to watch Vince on Letterman real quick? The 89 one? It's only 5 minutes.
Sure.
Okay. I haven't seen it in a while.
These chapters are long compared to what we usually read.
Yeah.
You got weights for Christmas, didn't you?
Sure did.
Instant shot.
And you didn't know. Huh? Hey.
Oh, Vince, take it easy.
Just don't start in on my belt. That's all I ask.
What's interesting is Vince is newly on steroids. Because remember, it was during No Holds Barred that Hogan showed him how to shoot. So
Now
Vince
here he
probably
is.
loved that comment.
Yeah, he's tan.
How you been?
Great.
Tell me a little bit about your background and the World Wrestling Federation. And it's gotten to be
People
like
are
a
already giggling.
multi-million-dollar
No one takes
business.
Vince McMahon seriously. That's his whole life. That's his life. That wherever he goes, people are snickering. That's terrible. No, you go, oh, why is he so thirsty for validation? All that. It's because people are constantly snickering about what he does for a living.
Money involved here.
It's popular.
Very popular. But you guys sell out arenas all across North America, and then a couple of times a year you do one of these WrestleMania things.
Sure.
And it's a pay-per-view deal.
One
and
of
those
these
things
WrestleMania
bill
things.
Huge, though.
Have a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, but we know you're having a lot of fun. Give me a hint here. What do the books look like at the end of the year? You're making $50 million a year, aren't you?
My God, please. You make $50 million a year.
Well, sure, and why not?
I know.
I'm just smiling serenely. I love David Letterman.
How did you get started doing this?
I got started because of my dad, and he got started because of his dad. So it's kind of
They were in they promoted fights. Is that how that happened?
started with boxing, a little bit of wrestling followed in, and now it's pretty much all wrestling.
Yeah.
We know.
And where do these guys come from?
Tim
How many guys
Hornmaker
are in the
jotting
World
down
Wrestling
notes.
Federation? Men and women.
I'm not too sure. They come from all walks of life. I can't put emo on the way out. If I could put him on the program,
Emo Phillips.
Might be interested in emo.
I'd like to see that.
Pounds on him.
Yeah, but are these guys? Are they people who've wanted to be wrestlers all their lives? Are they bodybuilders? Are they former football players? Is it a combination?
It's a combination. It's from all walks of life.
And to say a guy grows up in Arkansas and decides he wants to be a wrestler, how does he get to the World Wrestling Federation?
It's a long, hard road.
Yeah. Well, give us an idea.
How start out, doing whatever they can do, local matches and things of that nature, and try to make a name for themselves in some way or another.
But you take only the cream of the crop, right? The very best.
I wouldn't say that.
Wow, what a not sell of his product. He's laughing.
That's a legit laugh there.
It's a genuine laugh. Do you have the best of the best? No, not really. Have you seen what they're doing in Japan?
Is watered down.
Oh, no. Not a chance at all. No.
And who is responsible for the ongoing scenario that is the World Wrestling Federation? Good guys, bad guys, city versus country, that kind of thing.
City versus country?
Well, you see a lot of these guys who are like from small towns, and then you see guys who are more streetwise, that kind of thing.
It's really a situation where you just
Does Dave have a grasp on gimmicks? Huh?
Do they send you?
He's talking about Hillbilly Jim against Bad News Brown.
Right, yes. Yes.
Your resumes?
No. No, not really.
Yeah. Let's talk about Bobby Heenan. Bobby and I are from the same city.
Yes, I understand.
From Indianapolis.
Used to do the weather.
Yeah. And Bobby used to wrestle in Indianapolis.
Yes.
And he went to high school at some high school on the south side of town, and he would always have himself introduced as being from Beverly Hills, California.
Yes.
And I always thought that was very funny and probably pretty
Bobby's very funny.
Yeah, he's an amusing man. He's been on the show, as have you. Am I talking more than you, Vince?
That's okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
I thought,
You're doing very well.
I thought, geez, that voice is familiar, and then I realized it was me. Anyway, tell us about the film with Hulk Hogan. You're the producer of the film.
Yeah. It's called No Holds Barred, as you said earlier, and it's sort of an action-adventure kind of a thing.
An action-adventure kind of a
thing.
Action-adventure. That's not the thing Blair Brown was talking about earlier.
It's a little different.
I
It's
see.
a little different.
Yeah.
And we see the Hulkster. You've never seen him before. He's on a motorcycle and he gets in all kind of situations.
That's
And
the
so
pitch.
He's on a motorcycle. That's it's selling.
Hulk Hogan, you've never seen him before.
Saved as never before.
Now, based on the kind of business that these wrestling shows do, I would guess this thing is going to be a huge hit, huh?
I would hope so. Yes,
Yeah.
very
And-
much so.
And when does it premiere?
June the 2nd.
All across the country?
All across the country.
I see. And can you give us a little hint as to what's going to happen? What's the next big WrestleMania?
Well, is that the end of it? Does he give the hint? Have we lost everybody?
And what happened there?
There it is.
Hulk
Oh, I
regained the
didn't
world-
pause on
actually
mine.
regained the world
Regained it,
wrestling,
yeah.
yes.
And so what will
Oh, did it freeze for you?
Yeah, it froze on me.
Oh, okay.
happen in the next one? Do we know?
Nope.
Yeah. And what happened there?
Hulk retained the world, or actually regained the world.
Regained it.
wrestling,
Yeah.
yes.
And so what will happen in the next one? Do we know?
No, we don't know.
We don't know.
You come up with all of this stuff?
No, you do. You're doing a great job. By the way, Hulk will be on NBC defending the championship this Saturday night.
Great. Good news for all of us. Vince,
Steel cage match.
steel cage
Yes,
match?
steel cage match.
Vince, thanks for coming by to listen to me again. Vince McMahon. We'll be right back.
And Dave told him he did a good job. Vince felt happy.
Good news for all of us.
Lord. Vince can't even give his roster any kudos in that moment.
It's actually an interesting question Dave was asking him about. If you don't know, where the fuck do these guys come from? And Vince just all
The
walks
circuit. You know, wandering. Do they send you your resume?
Well, my
Fully-
talent manager flips through a bikini catalog and whichever one catches his eye.
Are you familiar with a man named Pat Patterson? Lord.
All right.
Bye-bye.
It's Wilson again. That was fun. I bet it was the best episode ever. You know what you can do to help the workers out? Rate, review, all that good stuff on whatever app you're listening to. Tell us how much you love us. If you want to contact us, it's theworkersclubshow@gmail.com. We got a YouTube, The Workers Club Podcast, a Blue Sky, theworkersclub.org, and we have a Discord where the invite link is left in various places. I'm sure you can find it. That's it. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it. Bye.
Smile and love each other.